In care, people usually picture a doctor or maybe a nurse, but behind every patient, there's this whole crew working together, right? It's like a team sport, only the stakes are so much higher.
Absolutely, and what amazes me is just how many different roles are involved: doctors, pharmacists, therapists, even social workers and psychologists. All these folks have one big goal in mind: making sure the patient gets the absolute best, most holistic care possible. And when they really click as a team, everything from diagnosis to rehabilitation just comes together so much better.
Exactly. And it's wild how each hospital or clinic, even individual units, develop their own mini-cultures that affect how the team functions. You can really feel the difference between, say, the ER and a long-term care unit. But no matter the setting, solid teamwork pretty much always leads to safer, higher quality care.
I've seen that firsthand. When teams communicate well, patients notice they feel safer, heard, and more confident in their care. But when things fall apart, even a simple miscommunication can spiral into confusion or even put someone at risk. It really underlines just how vital those team dynamics are.
That actually reminds me. Leadership can totally make or break a team's vibe. We talk about the boss, but in healthcare, leadership comes in all shapes: transformational, servant, situational, even autocratic styles. Each one affects the team differently.
Oh, for sure. Like, transformational leaders are the ones who inspire everyone to go above and beyond, while servant leaders focus on supporting their team's growth. I worked with a situational leader once. She switched up her style depending on whether we were in a high-stress emergency or just our regular routine. It made us all feel seen and adaptable.
And then you have the transactional or autocratic leaders who are all about rules and control. Those can work in a crisis, but I've noticed teams get burned out if it's always that rigid. On the flip side, laissez-faire leaders give a ton of freedom, which can be empowering for experienced staff, but it can also leave people floundering without enough guidance.
It's such a balancing act, isn't it? I've seen teams thrive when the leader promotes open dialogue, sort of a democratic style, especially when everyone feels their voice actually matters in decision-making. It can slow things down a bit, but the sense of belonging is worth it.
Switching gears a bit, have you noticed how much teamwork actually benefits not just patients, but the staff and the whole system? Patients get better outcomes, professionals feel more supported, and organizations run more smoothly. It's a win all around, at least, when things are working well.
Oh, absolutely. When teams function well, it's like watching a well-rehearsed play. Information flows, errors drop, and everyone's less stressed. But I've also seen what happens when barriers sneak in, like poor communication or rigid hierarchies. Suddenly, people are hesitant to speak up, and mistakes slip through the cracks.
Yeah, and sometimes the barriers are subtler. Maybe roles aren't clear, or people don't trust each other yet. Overload and time pressure can make folks retreat into their shells, focusing only on their own tasks instead of the bigger picture.
That's so true. And let's not forget how diverse healthcare teams are: different backgrounds, languages, even generations. Throw all that into a high-pressure environment, and it's no wonder there's room for misunderstanding or conflict unless the team actively works to keep communication clear and respectful.
Funny you say that healthy relationships are really the secret sauce. Teams that invest in trust, open communication, and clear roles just function better. It's not just about being friendly. It's about having each other's backs and handling disagreements before they blow up.
I've had something like that happen too. When a team sets up regular check-ins and actually really listens to each other, conflicts get sorted before they become drama. Even just celebrating small wins together or giving positive feedback can make the workplace feel safer and more supportive.
And it's amazing how much impact the right conflict management strategies can have. Instead of avoiding tough conversations, teams that talk things out, focusing on the problem, not the person, tend to move past issues way faster.
What surprised me most is how much self-awareness matters too. When people reflect on their own triggers or biases, they're better equipped to keep discussions productive. Plus, when leaders model that reflective practice, the whole team starts to follow suit. It really creates a culture where conflict isn't feared, but just part of growing together.
After 2 iterations, we finally got to practice these skills in simulations, and wow, what a difference. It's one thing to read about teamwork, but actually working through a tricky case with your colleagues, like handling a family concern in the ER, really brings out where the strengths and challenges are.
That's the best way to learn, honestly. You get to see not just how you react under pressure, but how your team communicates, clarifies roles, and manages conflict in real time. Plus, you can make mistakes in a safe space and talk through what went well and what you'd do differently next time.
And those debriefs after simulations are gold. Breaking down what happened like, did we actually listen to the family? Did everyone have a chance to clarify information? Helps teams grow together and build confidence for the real thing.
Exactly. It's not just about technical skills, but about building a culture where everyone feels prepared and valued. That's what ultimately leads to better patient care and a healthier workplace for us all.